different of a thing today. Gonna do a bit of a barn tour. Maybe some people want to see it. I don't know. I enjoy it. So this is the barn at Nordic Farm. So we have 12 by 12 stalls with soft stall mats, which feel absolutely amazing. We bed with zeolite horse sensed. That's better than stall dry. We then do wood pellets unpuffed, and then we put straw. And I can say the horses absolutely love it. This is the client grooming stalls. There are 3. There's room for your saddles on those. Then we have the 2 washrooms that we were made to put in by the MD. We then have the wash rack with hot and cold water. We then have as well a washer and dryer for all horse things if you ever need to do that. There's detergent that you can use. We also have a stereo system. It connects to like AM and FM radio or satellite radio, which is the little thing on top, which also plays in the arena when you're riding if you want that. So, the arena, we have footing first footing, which is absolutely amazing stuff, much better than the GGT. We also have LED lights, which turn on very quickly, and it's very, very bright in here. We have angled kickboards for the rider's safety and the horses, and it's 100 by 180. So the main reason we got this footing and spent so much on it is there is no dust with it, which also means then you don't have to water, which would create mold, because we have wood in here like 95% of the arenas I've seen and boarded at. So without having to water it, you're not going to be growing mold in the walls, which means people like me who have asthma, or really anybody in general who enjoys breathing normally, will definitely appreciate the type of footing we have. I absolutely love it. Anything else feels like kind of garbage to me, to be honest. But we did spend the extra money, so since this is my office, we wanted it to be the best that we could afford. So coming back out of the arena, we have stall rest young ones. Well, just Mina. This is the client kind of grooming or tack area, sorry. So there's tack soap in the soap dispenser right here. Also a bridle hook, which has their halters because they like to throw them everywhere, and a saddle rack as well, so that way you can clean your saddle. Then into the client tack room, we have 10 very large lockers, which is very hard to get a shot in. Indoor and outdoor boarders get one of these. There's storage up top as well for extra blankets or anything like that. And in them, we have the 2 bridle hooks. And then we have recessed shelves so your boots or your bridles don't get squished by the door. 2 saddle racks, so that way you can put saddle pads out, and a shelf up top. So, coming out of the client tack room, we also have a bit of an extra stall because we had to put a door in here. So any boarder can store their feed indoor or outdoor. There's a decent amount of space, and we do usually clean it up. That if you want to feed your horse outdoor board, that's like on outdoor board, that's totally up to you, but you can just store your grain here. We have no problem with that. And then on indoor board, if you want something other than complete feed or beet pulp, you can bring it with a container and we will happily feed your horse. We also have blanket hooks for indoor and outdoor horses. So that way the outdoor boarded horses can also get their blankets up to dry, which hopefully whenever it becomes spring and we get rain more than snow, it's definitely nice for everyone. I have an area, my grooming stall, with the insane amount of boots I have. Spurs, brushes, that kind of thing. Kind of fun wall when I used to actually do things. And then my tack room, which is still decently messy, have all the shows I'm planning, well, all the shows really between Spruce and Anderson, and then what everybody goes in, because I often forget, because I have a decent amount. Saddles, soon to add one more. Saddle pads, my helmets are up there. And then all my bridles and girths. It's a little out of hand. I realize that looking at it now. But it is what it is. My bit wall, I have some bits kind of lying around everywhere, but supposed to be my bit wall. I have a fireplace because I'm cold and I do not like being cold in my barn. So we definitely have the heat on because that's why we put heat in. Here's the feed room, where we have a kettle and a Tassimo for anybody to use if they want coffee or tea while they're out. Kind of a notification board, so with like the farrier and vet appointments coming up, if anybody wants to join on that, that's a border. The grain, so this is the dinner grain that's out right now. Scoops, we feed cubes to some of ours. Lots of supplements. And then everybody's food. We have turn out and bring in order because, well, we have some high maintenance horses, mainly 1 and 2, which all 4 are mine. And just extra notes if they have boots or anything like that. Then we go outside. And off to the left, we have the fields. We have 2 day paddocks as well attached to one of these fields. And here we have Tigger and Rex, who are coming in at the moment because Tigger, I clipped his legs, so I don't want him out. And Rex can't have a hood on as he has abused that privilege. So, and he is also clipped with his neck. So they both get to come in and get spoiled. They also get spoiled because it's just this big 2 fields put together for just the 2 of them. They have 2 shelters, and it goes all the way back out to the far fence line, which it doesn't want to focus on, but it's way out there. So yeah, these 2 get the whole kind of 5-8 acres field to themselves because they're spoiled and I love them. And then we have the babies up there. So we have the 4-year-olds together. We have the 1, 2, and 3-year-old mares together. And then we have the 3 1-year-old boys together who definitely love being by these 2 because they play aggressively a lot of the time, mainly with Tigger. This is the gelding field. Right now we just have 2 in it. Cadet was not happy with being with some mares, so we put him in with Border's horse, and he absolutely loves being by the boys. And we usually only allow 4 horses to a field. We might have 5 if it's like 5 of mine, if they're all 1-year-olds or 2-year-olds, something like that. But then we generally always keep the back gate open, so that way they have both fields, and then they also have 2 shelters. And in the summers, they have water tanks at the back, so we can close off the front fields, and we take care of them. We scrape them, clean up all the manure, and fill any holes, anything like that, and then give it time to rest, so that way the grass can come back better than before. Also with our indoor horses, we allow any boots you want them to go out in. Somebody enjoys throwing shoes every other week, so he is super spoiled. There's the barn, the arena. We also have a private paddock at the back, which is pretty much just for 1 horse. He's on a bit of a diet, so he has a slow feed box. And he's in there, which I believe will be open for anybody that wants to have a private paddock for their horse for April 1st. So here we have those other 2, well, the 2 paddocks I was talking about. The horse trailer that we finally got back. Feels very nice to have that on the property. There's a set of 4 paddocks here with the waterer in the middle. A hay shed with hay. That's sometimes rare for other facilities. It's a very good feeling to have a lot of hay in your one hay shed. We actually have 2 hay sheds. The other one is mainly filled with round bales from our own field. So the indoor horses get fed on the round bale for out, like when they're out for breakfast and lunch, just for a little bit of a variation. They definitely love the hay from our own field. Here we have a kind of a private paddock, so it's not touching anybody else's, so it's more for the more aggressive horses. She has water with a heater and a slow feed box to keep her occupied. These are all the mares, by the way, which is much less destructive than those boys. We have the 2 long paddocks. So when our 2 pregnant ones are coming in the middle of April, we'll put Hallie, who's there, and Delia in one of these, and then Enya and Sega will go in the other one. And they won't have slow feed boxes because at that point they will be needing to eat as much as they possibly can, as much as they possibly want. Then we have the other set of 4 paddocks with beautiful Lily and Willow. So this is another set of 4. There is a waterer in the middle, and they have a very nice view. Maybe you can kind of see the mountains out there, so that's their view. Delia likes to destroy her slow feed box because she hates it. Even though she's not in much work anymore, she wants to eat her heart out. Hallie is in her own paddock. And then at the top there, I don't know, you can kind of see Sega in Enya's field. And then our house, we have the shop and the second hay shed and another little 5-stall barn that I probably won't show because it's where the dogs sleep. And it's a little gross right now. We usually clean it out in the spring. And then the outdoor arena actually is right there. It is, I believe we walked it the other day, it was 90 feet by 220 or 215, something like that. So we're planning in the summer to do a massive facelift on the outdoor because there's panels, which I don't exactly like on an outdoor arena. So we're going to take the panels down and put up boards, and we're adding more footing and fiber. So it'll be not as nice as the indoor, but definitely nicer than just sand. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of work. I think my mother wants to paint it white, which she can if she wants, but after taking down all the panels, I don't think most of us will be wanting to paint them. Well, the new rails that go up. We're also on a very quiet road. It's a dead end, so there's not a lot of, we're not on a highway, we're not, close to a very big road, which I personally love. It's nice and quiet, and in the summer I do walk my horses down the road. And so yeah, that's kind of the gist of Nordic Farms for anybody that wanted to see exactly what it's like here without being able to come. We do have some board available. We have some indoor, and we have, I believe, possibly just one outdoor gelding spot at the moment, and we could potentially have 2 outdoor mare spots. They could go in with my 2 4-year-olds that are very much in love with each other and can never be separated, which is always fun. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to see anything else, just let me know, I guess. Send me a message or comment. Not sure how this is going to turn out. First time kind of talking through anything. Like I actually know what I'm doing for once. But so yeah, hope you enjoyed.